determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The L go for their next drive. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Let's go now.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in his first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Shot 17. Green Jack. Red cycle.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Hustle, hustle.
Love looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That third down conversion good for 23. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. Into the hands of Nichols. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In motion right goes Reed.
Check pitch.
On the carry, it's Nichols. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Love now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start with that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Going right back to Akers. There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. Inside Allen. Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Room to run at the 50. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
10 cycles. Ready?
Here's Nichols. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. In motion left, that's Reed. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's taken in by Watson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Come on, set.
3rd and 2.
White. Yellow, blue. Pause red. Blue strike.
Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
now they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
There he goes, left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Price. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Set, cut.
Completed out left to Downs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. Touchdown! Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Ready.
Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nichols. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard. The NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Yellow. Hey.
In motion, the tight end.
Needle blue. Ready.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's to Kraft, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Nichols. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Drill 52. Ready.
Throwing. Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Check. Reload.
Now a give. Akers running left. And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by Graham.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
Out to the left here to Reed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a big up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Love. Throw left side complete. That's Nichols. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. Strike. Hut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Nichols. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Ready?
First down, Rams.
60 Vikings. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Black Ultra. Hey, Trent. 6, Mega. Ready?
Back to throw. Love. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
From the gun on third down, Love. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And one of the linebackers has got it. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here we go, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. And Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Green jack. Ready.
Love from the gun on third down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Yellow. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Play action this time with Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it's a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage